Very proud of all of that. But I want you to know something. This isn't about me. This election is not about me. This election is about our children and grandchildren. It's about Florida's future. It's about making this a better place for them. And a lot of people say to me, how can it be better? Well, Jeff just told you, the times are tough right now. We have a lot of Floridians hurting. We have over 1 million unemployed today in our state. And we really have to do something in order to correct that. I have a plan to create 500,000 new jobs over the next 6 years that Steve Forbes has vetted with me. I know it will work. There are no gimmicks involved in it. It involves basics of certain key tax reductions and regulatory relief for small businesses and businesses we want to attract to come to Florida. We need to have more of what Jeff brought here in Scripps and Burnham and high-tech and biotech and aerospace. And I know as Florida's next governor, I will be the Chief Economic Development Officer, and we will bring more businesses here. Their headquarters, their production facilities, good, clean jobs. They'll be here permanently with our state, that along with our fine universities we can grow and depend on and will work. And yes, we will also rebuild and continue to build on what Jeff has done in the foundation of our education system. When Governor Bush was there, he gave us accountability in the school system. We've come a long way, but we need to keep on climbing. And we know that we need merit pay for teachers. We know that we need to phase out tenure. And we know, Jeff, that we need to put more choice into the school system that you started to do. But this election is more than just about policy. This election is about leadership and character. It's about honesty and integrity. It's about our records and comparing one candidate with another. And it's a very stark difference. I have a record you can look at. You can clearly see that I'm a Ronald Reagan, George Bush, Jeb Bush, Republican conservative. Anybody can see it. And the reality is that my opponent has only what he's telling you in $45 million worth of self-paid, slick television ads and a rather shaky background at least, including most recently, as you know, the revelation on a company that's chartered here in Jacksonville. I don't know all about that. I saw what I read in the paper last week. But you know, after leaving Columbia HCA, being fired by his board because of the most massive Medicare fraud ever in the history of this nation, the most massive ripoff of senior citizens and the sick and the elderly that are dependent on Medicare, after leaving with $300 million and getting fired by that, he came to Florida and he started this company, Solantic, here in Jacksonville. And apparently now there are indications there may be fraud connected with that company too. Now, I don't know the truth of all those allegations, but what I do know is that as you peel the onion back on our records, and you look at Bill McCollum versus the other fellow, look at me versus him, there's a big difference. You know who I am. I still say, who is Rick Scott? I don't know. And maybe you do. I've met him twice now in debate. That's about it. He won't debate anymore. He won't answer questions of the press or the media. I don't know. But one thing is for certain. I'm just as angry as you are about somebody who runs for office and he says one thing when he's running and he does something else when he's elected. I'm going to do and I know you're going to go out there and you're going to work hard with the telephone banks that we have in this county, with the effort to turn out that vote, now that early voting is going on election day on the 24th of August, with all the precinct walking I know you're doing in this county for us, in this region for us. I know that I'm going to win on August 24th, and in November I'm going to be elected the next governor of Florida. We're going to win! The